hence it will increase the readability, simplicity of the programming language. So if Java, I already shown you previously, if you are trying to write a simple logic, you need to write more lines of logic, okay, to satisfy that particular requirement. But compare with Python, very less number of lines, 1 or 2 lines, you can close the requirement. So that we can reduce the development cost of the project. So nothing but if you are developing one application, so if you use Python as a programming language, we can reduce the effort of the developers. We can reduce the logic very few lines. Okay, so freeware and open source. This is the second point. Freeware and open source. We can use Python software without any license. It's a freeware. I will show you how to download and all. Okay, at the end of the session. So its source code is open and we can customize based on our requirement. See, the own options. How you can develop this? Using Tickner. Tickner is a framework to develop for what? Desktop applications, standalone applications. So but what is the required thing we like major thing we required? Python programming language. Tickner was developed using Python programming language. It's not a new technology. It was developed using Python. So in the Tickner, there are they define few methods which are related to what? Colors, all those things, like to whatever are helpful for to develop a desktop applications, colors, width, height, all those things they developed for it. So we can reuse that. No, I want to create my own method in the Tickner framework. You can create it. That's what the customizations of the existing libraries. That's what I'm going to explain here. See, its a source code is open so that we can customize based on our. We can customize the existing libraries also. They have given that feature to develop your own application. And example, Jython is a customized version of Python to work with Java. See, you are working as a Java developer or Java automation tester, you want to communicate your Java automation project with Python. So the Java programming language cannot support. But Python, my application developed in Python, I want to run my automation script in Java automation framework. Yes, the Python people was given a flavor called Jython. Okay, this is you have to install and then you can run your Python script in Java language also. That's what they have given a flexibility to interact with other programming languages. High level programming language we already discussed. So high level programming language, user friendly, beginners are not required to concentrate on low level activities like memory and security. See, C, Pascal, I told you yesterday, COBOL, Pascal, all those are old languages, are low level languages. Those you need to focus on memory management, how the memory is doing internally. Once I create a variable, how it is taking internally, all those you have to concentrate on the security concerns and everything. But Python is a high level, it will take care about all those things. Okay, the platform independent. So once we write a Python program, it can run any platform without rewriting this. So once we write a Python program, you can run this Python program in Windows, Linux, Mac OS, or Unix, or whatever operating systems you are having. You are using in your project also, the same Python program will execute there. Okay, that's what the platform independent nature Python is also having. Internally, PVM is responsible to convert into machine language understandable form. Yesterday we discussed something called, it's a high level language, it's understandable by the human. And what about low level activities and all? Low level is a machine language that is understood by the laptop, sorry, computer. So computer memory unit, CPU. So who is responsible to convert our high level language code into low level language? One person is required, one activity is required, right? For Python, there is a activity, there is a program is available internal Python. Internally, whenever you installed Python, this program will install into your system, that is called PVM. We are having a separate implementation and explanation about the PVM. Don't worry, what is PVM? I will tell you separately. PVM means Python Virtual Mission. Even Java also, we are having a JVM, Java Virtual Mission. So, what is the responsibility of these PVMs and JVMs? These, what is the PVM? PVM is a one big Python program. I can say it's one of the Python program that was developed by the people who invented the Python. So this PVM is responsible to convert our activities, whatever we are entering here. Here I want to calculate some a equal to 10, b equal to 20. I want to do some addition, right? So if you are using same thing in the Java, how much logic we are going to write? I will show you simple, very simple. It's in compare with this. A equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to a plus b. Print of c. Simple program, addition. 30. Sir, you can ask, sir, why don't you declared int before a? Why don't you declared b before int declared data type before b? How can this Python is considering these variables are integers? I will tell you slowly. So Python is a dynamically typed programming language. No need to declare types. If you want to declare your name, if you want to print your name, just s is equal to mention a string. That's it. No need to declare string s equal to Vishwanath. The Python will take care about this declarations and data, like all these things. Data types will be internally taken care by the Python. That's called dynamically typed program. If you are using Java, int a equal to 10, float something called float b equal to 15.5, something like this. You have to declare the data types. Okay, this we will slowly discuss. Okay, so to write this program, what will happen internally? This execution will done by the PVM. PVM is going to taking care about this execution, and that will be converted in the form of zeros ones in the machine language understandable format. So that is called usage of PVM, Python Virtual Machine. And coming to portability, Python is a portable. We can migrate from one platform to another platform. The Python program will same like as a result. See, if you want to change this Python program, you want to run in another environment like Windows, Linux, any operating system, it's available. It's a portable. There is no changing in the results. Okay, dynamically typed. This is what I want to explain now. Dynamically typed means Python is like in Python, we are not required to declare a types of variables. This is the major feature among this all language programming languages in the world. The Python is the first programming language. You can do with Ruby also. It's a dynamically typed. For few scenarios, Ruby is another programming language. So that syntax is also similar like as a Python. So, but first most language is Python. It's a dynamically typed nature. So something you can observe here. So the same example here you can observe. We have given a equal to 10. Automatically Python will taking care about the dynamically. How I will show you. Type is, I will tell you what is type also. Don't worry. Type is a function, predefined function. It will give the nature of the variable a. Here a is equal to 10. 10 is a value, a is a variable. Temporarily, just listen it. After that, there is a variables concept also there. Okay. So as per understanding purpose theory, we have to cover more features, right? So a equal to 10. 10 is the thing, but what is this? It's a variable. What is called variable? We are going to declare a value. That value we are going to assign one unique element that should be stored into database. I mean, stored into Python virtual memory internally. So I want to know what type of variable it is. Let's say we entered here what integer, right? We know integers, one numbers. So, float numbers also. What are the float numbers like decimal point numbers? So, coming to this integer a equal to 10. If you enter, if you want to know the type of a, we are not declaring int a equal to 10. We are just declared a equal to 10. How Python is internally considering this is a integer variable. How can we confirm that? By using this type method. This type method will give you a total clear picture about the variable information. See, class int. This is a integer variable. Okay, what I'm going to do? I'm going to add 10.56. No need to save it. Like in Eclipse and other programming editors, Java and other editors, you have to save it once, enter it. But for this PyCharm, automatically it will save. No need to save it. Just change the value, run the program. See, float. Okay, it's changed. Now I want to change it to string. For strings, we have to give quotes. Whatever string you are going to write here, other than numbers, that we need to write in a single quote, double quote, triple quote also it will allow. That we will discuss in topic wise. Okay, as of now, I declared a string. See, output it was changed to str. Str is a data type, string data type. How the Python is considered automatically? It's a dynamically typed nature. Whatever you are typed on the spot, once you typed here a equal to Vishwanath, something called a equal to Vishwanath is a string. Once you trying to enter, it's not required even put enter. Once you completed your string here, something called Python. That's it. I'm not doing anything. Automatically, Python virtual machine will get a signal. This person got entered a string variable. Please store into memory. Then Python virtual machine will do that activity, whatever it is. So that's the reason dynamically typed. But C and Java statically typed languages, because we have to provide what? Int a equal to 10. Integer value data type we have to explicitly added. Okay, this is called dynamically typed nature. So separate information, separate in-depth explanation will be there in future. So both the procedure and object oriented programming language. So here they mentioned like a theory, both project oriented, procedure oriented, object oriented. So what I said previously, functional oriented, so many features are there, but here they mentioned the major two features. So Python language supports both procedure and C. See, procedure oriented means C and Pascal. Object oriented means C++ and Java. We can get the benefits of both security and reusability. If you are chosen Python as a programming language, you will get these kind of benefits. So that's the reason nowadays market is using Python for all their aspects. Okay, interpreted. We are not required to compile Python program explicitly. Internally, Python interpreter will take care about that compilation. If compilation fails, something syntax errors, PVM the responsible to execute. So interpreted means here the theory, what is it is showing, what is it trying to explain. We are not required to compile Python program. So in Java, if you write a simple Java program, initially you have to compile it and execute it. Compile it and execute it. But Python, no need to require compilation. Directly Python execution engine is there. I will tell you the Python internal process after this session. And okay, so how the Python internal process will work and everything. So here that internally Python is going to use a execution engine is there internally. So see, if for example, if we are using laptop, right? We don't know what is there happening in the laptop. So there is a memory unit, there is a CPU, there is a RAM, there is a motherboard, right? So many things in the laptop internally. But we are trying to save our Word document. We are trying to save our resume. What we will do? We will write some. We will update our resume. We will prepare our resume, or we prepare one notepad for our personal information. Something. Just take a simple generic example. So once we provided our details in the notepad about our name, details, age, all those things. Once we clicked on save, it will save. By seeing for our eyes, it's saved as a notepad in the desktop. But how internally this notepad is going to save in the laptop? Who is going to taking a responsibility to convert this notepad information into machine language form? Processor will do it for us, right? We know we are having a processor i9, i10, i5. So many processors are there in our laptops. I mean, depends upon our configuration. Those will taking care about that. Who is going to store this memory? Memory unit is there. So how speed it is going to activate, RAM is there. These are all the internal things that will hidden in the laptop to store our data. Same thing like as a Python is having a internally the execution engine, the memory unit management, these PVMs are all available. So it's not, Python is not a mission. How can it say it's a software? They have written a software for you. You have to install it. Once you install Python software in your mission, all these execution engines, all these libraries will stored into your laptop. Okay, so that is called interrupted. Internally this Python program will taking care about the interrupt, this execution engine is going to taking care about the your program or whatever it is to store into memory, and PVM is also one of the portion. And extensible, we can use other programming, other language programs in Python also. As previously I told, like Jython is a flavor to run our Python program in Java. Same like as the main advantage of Python is we can use already existing legacy non-Python code. We can improve the performance of application. Python can integrate any programming language. That is called the extensible feature. He'll tell you. Embedded. So here we can use Python program in other languages. It is called we can embed Python program anywhere. That's what I told you, called Jython flavor. Extensive library. See, Python has rich inbuilt library. So being a programmer, we can use this library directly and we are not responsible to implement the functionality. Means, see, I told you there is a Tickner framework just now. This is for what? Desktop application. So this is one of the library which was developed using Python. Same like as we are having so many libraries. You want to develop a mobile, they are having a extensive library called mobile library. If you want to develop mobile application, if you want to develop a games, there they have developed a internal library called games related library. So that Python is a number of libraries that is useful for anywhere in our software industry. Okay, if you are a developer, if you are a tester, if you are a system admin, if you are a non-IT programmer called something called commerce people. So if you are using a commerce softwares called Tally, all those things. Even the Tally was developed using Python. Everywhere the Python is there. So the programming language, without having a programming language, there is no software, right? So Python is available for each and every network, each and every area. We can utilize it. We can utilize it. The Python is having a features we can utilize like this. Limitations of the Python. See, as of now, I explained the very good things, advantages about Python. What about the limitations? So performance wise, not up to the mark as an interpreter language. This one also this limitation is also now overloaded. Means like it was not there. It was olden days. So even what is the difference between interpreted language and other language like Java? So Java is not interpreted language. Java is also a different language or compiled and executed language. So Python is interpreted language like C. So why it is slow? So if I write a Java program and Python program, both I executed at a time, Java program execution will complete in 10 seconds. Sorry, 5 seconds. And Python program execution will complete in Python program execution will complete in 7 to 8 seconds. Very slow. I mean, very less difference the execution engine performance wise. So Java will take a 10 sec for example 5 seconds. Python will take 8 seconds. So very less. So that is the only disadvantage, but they overcome it with a different flavor. I will tell you. Not used for mobile application at the time of Python development. That at the time of Python development, they were not up to the mark to develop a Python mobile applications. Now they implemented new features. It is available, but these are the major disadvantages at the time of Python creation. These two are overcome. I mean, it's already cleared now. Okay, so flavors in Python. These flavors are going to overcome these issues actually. So these limitations are overcome by these flavors. See, there is a flavor called C Python. It is a standard library that is used for, see, we are going to use C Python. All our developers are going to use C Python basically. Okay, so whatever we are going to install Python in our system for our testing purpose, we is going to use the C Python. This is the little bit slow. This disadvantage is applicable for C Python only because it's not required that much speed for our applications. So what is the difference between other programming language like with Java? Very less. Something called if Java will take 6 seconds, Python will take 8 seconds time to execute the program. So we are all using C flavored Python. So Jython, what is the Jython? Java, this is for Java application. If you want to use the Python program into Java, so there is a flavor called Jython. Iron Python. Iron Python is for C sharp. People who are using C sharp, ASP.NET based applications, so for them there is a flavor called Iron Python. See, PyPy. PyPy is what? PyPy is the main advantage performance. This is the major one. This was overcome these limitations. Okay, this is called PyPy Python. This is useful for what? Large data processing and as AI and an ML programming language, AI and ML environments. This PyPy flavor will be used. AI and ML. So for that we need a quick results, right? So there these flavor is people are going to use. We can use this flavor also in our normal development, but it's not required. It's very speed, even Java compared with Java also. If Java is taking to execute his Java program in 5 seconds, this will execute in 2 seconds. It's very speed. It is suitable for what this AI and ML programming. So we can use this PyPy also. So these are all the flavors. You can install any one of them based on our requirement. So what is there in the PyPy? PyPy execution engine, JIT compiler interpreter is there. In Java also execution engine, these two execution engines are there, JIT compiler and interpreter. So that's the reason Java is speed when compared with Python. So with normal Python. So here this C Python is having only interpreter. There is no JIT compiler. That's what it's little bit slow. Okay. So and Ruby Python. If I said like there is a Ruby programming language. For Ruby, this is a Ruby Python. Anaconda Python. This is for what? Data processing, data analytics, large data, Hadoop, big data kind applications. You can use this flavor called Anaconda Python. These are all the flavors of Python available to work with the different environments. The Python people are offered to you. Hey, I am having multiple flavors with me. You can use based on your requirement any of this flavor. Okay. And versions. Current version is 3.0. Something called 3.x version is the stable version. Currently, they released in the market 2008. From there, we are using 3.x version. And 2 version, Python 2 is not available now. Don't install Python 2 because it's not using. Okay. They stopped giving the support for 2.x version. Okay. It's a old version. Okay. So identifiers. Okay. This is all about the theory. In the language fundamentals, coming to this index, you can observe the theory, whatever we discussed up to this. Okay. Up to these versions. Now I'm going to explain identifiers, reserved keywords, reserved keywords. So coming to identifiers. Now I said previously variable, what is variable? Now that's coming into the picture. A name in Python program is called identifier. It can be class name, function name, module name, variable name, anything. One second. Sorry. So a name in Python program is called identifier. It can be class name or function name or module name, variable name. See, a equal to 10. What is that? That is a variable. Okay, what is variable here? I want to assign some value to one unique identifier. Unique identifier. That's what I am saying, identifier here. A name in Python is called identifier. I want to assign some value. See, I want to print my name. So in that case, what we are going to do? We need some identifiers to print our information. So what are those identifiers? It might be name, class name. So here A is a identifier, 10 is a value. So right, this both comes under a variable. So we can call this identifier as a variable. Okay, this is identifier, this is a value. So if we identified these two in our Python program like this is called a variable. A is identifier, Python is a value. Okay, if both are having like this with the equality operator like this is we can call it as a variable. Okay, in Python. So what are the rules to define a identifier? Here rules. The only allowed characters are Python alphabets. If you want to declare your own identifier, this is the valid way. Something called A equal to 10. This is a valid identifier. What about invalid identifier? Providing $A equal to 10. This is not a this is not a valid identifier. This is invalid identifier. That's what their people, the Python people are providing a rules how to declare a variables in this documentation. So rules to define identifier: only alphabet symbols will allow, only digits will allow, only underscores will allow. By mistake, if you are using any other symbols like dollar, you will get a syntax error. Something like this in the middle of identifier. See, for example, here name equal to string, right? Vishwanath. I will write Python. Okay. Okay, this is a name. And print, I am trying to print name. Print. Run. Python is printed. Done. Okay. Now I'm going to change the name to name instead of name, along with this name, something like this. Name of some special character I involved in between. Syntax error, invalid syntax name. See this cap symbol is showing this dollar is not allowed. So that is the reason here they are saying by mistake if you are using any other symbols like dollar in between assigning a variable, that should be through an error. Identifier should not starts with digit. See here I can say I can write name, something called 123 name. 123 name. 123 is it should not starts with the digits, but this identifier should be ends with numbers. This is a valid also, I think. Yeah, this is also not valid. Sorry, this is valid. I copied here. I have to copy. Yeah. Now this is valid. You can observe identifier should ends with the numbers. This is a valid. See, these are all the valid and invalid scenarios to create a variable. Even they are saying clearly while creating a variable, so what are the mm, rules to create a variable they are saying here. Okay, the first rule is it will allow alphabets. Okay, either lowercase or uppercase. You can give both lowercase and uppercase. Okay, digits, it will allow digits also. Okay, underscore symbols in between the variable name, you can allow the underscore symbols like this. Name underscore. Here I have to change this name underscore. It will allow to create a variable like this. What first one is what? Digits, alphabets, small letters and capital letters, and underscores also. By mistake, if you trying to use any special characters, it won't allow. Identifier should not starts with digit. You cannot starts the variable starts with the digit, but you can end with the digit. Like in some situations, in our real-time scenarios, we are going to declare identifiers based on our requirement. See, for example, you are doing some automation script, you want to create one variable as per our program. So the program, you have to create your mobile number. You have to create a variable called mobile number. So in that case, what you are going to do? Mobile number. Normally, you can write mobile number equal to, you can provide the number. Alls are also mobile dollar. Sometimes you may forget to uniquely we have to declare the variable. At that time, these are the rules you have to follow to declare a variables. Okay. This is all about identifiers rules. Identifiers are case sensitive. Python language is a case sensitive. You can give like this also. Small letters, characters, small characters, and upper characters also. That's what the first rule is showing. Alphabets either lowercase or uppercase. Okay. These are the things that you can maintain while declaring a variables. So all these are the rules to declare a variables. So this is all about the theory for that. Okay. Which of the following valid identifiers here you can observe? 1, 2, 3 total, it's a wrong. Total 1, 2, 3 is a correct. Java to share, it's a correct variable. Cache. See, I used a special character in between the identifier. So dollar, it's wrong. And I used underscore between the characters, it's valid. So like this, so you can use you can declare a variable so by following the identifier rules like this. Okay, so this is all about the theory. Okay, you can go through this. The same thing I explained. Whatever I explained, I mentioned here in the note. Okay, so reserved keywords. I said like, sir, there is some reserved keywords in Python. So we have to use only the reserved keywords when we are writing the program. So in Python, some words are reserved to represent some meaning or functionality. Such type of words are called reserved keywords. So the Python people, they made it a few words are mandatory to use in their programming language to fulfill the requirement. So there are 33 reserved keywords are available in Python. You can observe here. If, else, while, for, break, import, all these, print is also there somewhere. It's not showing here. Okay, it's a predefined function. Sorry, it's a predefined function. You can observe here. Try, except, finally, non-local. Only these. Sorry, true, false, none. Only these 33 keywords we can use everywhere in our Python program. Whenever we are discussing, we are writing a Python program, I will show you clearly. Okay. Here, all reserved words in Python contains alphabet words, except following three reserved words will contain lower, only contain alphabet symbols. See, you can observe. See, all reserved words in Python, alphabet symbols, except the three following reserved words, all contain only lowercase alphabet symbols. These are the major ones. So these are Boolean keywords, something, right? If you say yes or no, it sometimes in our programming language it will return true or false based on the condition. So these we can call it as a reserved true Boolean keywords. So separately, it will starts with the capital letters. Okay, so this is all called reserved keywords. Okay, so now you can observe here whatever I previously shown you, right? Import keyword, the same logic. Here I'm going to execute here. Import. What is, see, import is also one of the reserved keyword, right? Print of kw dot keyword dot kw list. Okay, keyword dot kw. This will give what list of reserved keywords, whatever I shown in this document. Okay, this is the logic for that. Okay, so sir, what is import? What is kw list? What is keyword? All will come into in future. How we can use this? We will come in futures. We are going to discuss in future sessions. Here, import is a one of a predefined keyword, right? Based on the 33 keywords. So that's what kw list means. We are going to print in the form of list all the keywords. That's what they use the kw list. If I click on this, there is a implementation done by the Python team. This is all internal program. Okay, we don't need to worry about this. This will install once you install the Python. This all libraries will install into your system. Okay, so this is for to know whether how many reserved keywords are available in this Python. To know that we are going to use this two lines of code. Okay, to get the information about the keywords. This is all about language fundamentals and reserved keywords. Okay, identifier rules and the first topic. In the first topic here, up to this reserved keywords. Okay, this is all about theory and basic information about the before writing a program. We need to know entire syntax, each and every line, right? See, how can you write a program without knowing a basic understanding? Here I will show you abstraction. This is a object oriented Python program. Don't confuse about this. Sir, how to write this line number 1? What is the requirement of usage this line number 1? How to declare a class? How to write these methods? So you need a knowledge, you need a information about this. So for that we have to learn from the basics with the proper information. then you can write your own class. See, you can observe here. Here, what I am trying to do, I am doing what? Addition. I'm doing what? Addition of two numbers. So you can observe by just running this program, it is asking from the keyboard. To if you're using Java, there is a big logic. You have to write IO streams, input streams, all those things, because I am trying to insert data from the keyboard. You have to write all those streams, but in Python, nothing. Only one function called that we will discuss tomorrow. Just listen the program, how we are going to construct. That's what I'm going to explain here. Input is a function, it will accept data from the keyboard. See, the prompting, it is prompting called enter first number. I have given 25. Again, it is asking second number 45. Enter. Sum is printing in the console. So how you can write this line number 1 if you don't know the basics? How you are going to write a line number 2? Because I need a information, like I want to perform a addition operation in one of the program. So okay, I want to add two numbers, a equal to some value, b equal to some value, whether c equal to a plus b. This is the condition. This is the calculation I am going to perform to add the numbers. So first I want to declare a number. So how can I declare? X is equal to 10 or a equal to 10. So for that, how can you write x is a equal to 10? If you know the identifier rules, if you know the variable, then only you can write, right? So that's the reason this theory is covering. Okay, maybe tomorrow session also theory, because of I have to cover most of the theory concepts before going to the programming. After 2 to 3 classes, there is no theory. Everything is programming. I'm going to explain about the topic and write the program here. And I will give some assignments also to you for practice. Okay. So coming to this theory we discussed. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to install Python. Okay. People were not installed, right? So just go to Python site. This is a Python website. You can search in Google like Python. That's it. Initial results will come python.org. Click on that. Okay. URL. After that, you can see there is a downloads tab, documentation, some everything. And if you click on this, just move the cursor. No need to click it. Move the cursor here. You can see there is a source code Windows Python download version is also available. So you can download any version, 3.x version. So don't take a current version. Just a caution, because they are showing 3.11.4 is the current version. Don't take 3.11.4. Take it before one, 3.11.3 or 3.11.1. Why when you don't need to take, you can take it. It's not, there is no issue. But why we don't need to take the latest one? See, you can observe a generic thing. Um, uh, the Facebook people, or you are using some mobile app, right? Some banking app, Facebook mobile app. Let's take a Facebook mobile app. Okay, so you are try previously we used a Facebook mobile app with the older version 1.1x version, and you were able to log into the application. Once they upgraded 1.1 to 1.2, you are not able to log into your mobile app. It will show you need to update. It will show there are some buggies there. Sometimes your mobile app will be hang. All these are, you can face it because of the latest features, including with the ongoing development activities also, right? So if I want to develop my new feature, what I'm planning, okay, I want to add upload photos option from Facebook mobile app. That is the latest feature the Facebook developer is thinking, and he is going to implement that. So once it is implemented, that he will release them in the latest version. Sometimes that might having a bug because of testing. See here, the testing is the main concern. The proper testing was not done by the testers. Sometimes they did some mistakes, some bugs, production bugs are released. All these will may cause the current latest version may not work sometimes. Sometimes, not every time. So that's the reason don't take whatever the latest version. Just to click on this Windows. Okay, take a stable version. So 3.10, 3.10 or older ones. Okay. So see, they are seeing what pre-release 3.12 beta version, gamma version. So these are all having latest features sometimes will break your will break your program. Okay, so I will take 3.10. Click on the 3.10. So you can observe there is this one 3.x. Okay, the 3 dot, yeah, you can see here 3.10. There is a download Windows installer 64-bit based on your laptops. So that one also I'm going to show. So properties, right click on your computer. This is your computer, right click on your computer, go to properties, you will get a pop-up like this, installed Python. I mean, this is the exe file, just double click it. Installed Python, I mean, this is the exe file, just double click it. Okay, double click and you will get a pop-up. In that pop-up, it will ask you few questions to you. This is the mandatory thing. If you are using Java, you want to install Java, what will happen? You have to set the environment variable for your Java software, Java exe file to run Java application into your system. Environment variables, again you have to do so many activities, go to properties, set the environment variables path and everything. But Python, you don't need to go and do the environment variables explicitly by checking this option. This is a simple option. Add Python exe file to path, system path. That's it. And this is a predefined installed location. The Python people is trying to install the Python software into your system. Predefined installed location. See users, app data, local programs. That is the location your Python software is going to install into your system. Here 91965 is my user. So in case your laptop is something called Suresh Harish. So see users Harish app data local, that is your system path. Okay, it will take your system path by default your user accounts. Okay, and check this tick mark, mandatory. Check this tick mark. Click on this install now option. You will get a pop-up to install it. So because I already installed, that's the reason I am canceling this installation. It's already installed into my system. So you will get a confirmation message, setup was successful, but it was here, it failed because of I cancelled. Then you can close it. That's it. So you can check there is a, I'm going to share the screenshot also. You can installation screenshot. That is helpful for you to install Python. So where is this screenshot? Python installation. You can see in this image. I will share this in the drive also. Okay, go through this screenshot reference and try to install it. See, Python installation. Take the version. Is this one older one? And I was learning, installing. So click on this, highlight this, install now. So and check this add to path. Once you click on this setup is progress, you will get a confirmation message like this, setup was successful. Then Python installation is done within a three steps. No need to. This is for Windows. If you are using Mac laptop and Linux laptop, you have to install in different way. Okay. So once it is done, what we need to, how we can confirm whether Python is installed into your system or not, how we need to confirm, we have to check the confirmation using command prompt. Go to command prompt, open the command prompt like this, open the command prompt, type Python hyphen version, Python space hyphen version. That will show you the installed version of Python into your system. I installed 3.8.6 in my laptop, so that you can install based on the latest versions, okay, in your laptop. So you can install this version also, no issue. That's your interest. So this is the version that I installed. So what is the command here? Python space hyphen version. So this will give you and prompt you what installed version into your laptop. Okay, so our system, our main desktop, whatever it is. So once it is confirmed, then close this command prompt. Again, go to browser, search PyCharm Community Edition. What is the use of this? If you want to run your Python program, sorry, if you want to write your Python program, where you need to write? Let's say I said yesterday, you can write your Python program, notepad, command prompt, and IDLEs, so many places. But those are not standards. Those we can test for our practice purpose. But if you are working in the real time, you have to use some IDEs, integrated development environments. So for Java, people use Eclipse. Same like as Python, there is a predefined IDE called PyCharm. You can use Eclipse also, no issue. But that's we need to do so many integrations and ID plugins we need to add. But very good and easy Eclipse, I mean, IDE is PyCharm. PyCharm Community Edition. There is a two editions are available. I will tell you, professional and community. So you can observe here. Click on this link, first link. You will get two options. One is professional, another one is community. See, professional means it's a paid version. Only 30 days they will give trial period. So what is the use of professional for us? I mean, for developers. Who is the Python, who is the people developing a Python application in the software development? For them, this is useful because they are going to provide some predefined template, HTML, SQL templates, JavaScript pages, predefined files. They will give it, this IDE will give it, we can customize it, that's it. So for them, it's useful for them. Okay. Even for us, for automation also, we can use it, but it's a costly and paid. So for normal Python development, like for your practice purpose, normal Python programs, desktop applications, you can use community edition. We can use automation purpose also, the same community edition. But we can use this community edition for development also. There is a different scenario. We can hack that by adding some hidden plugins. So no need to buy professional edition also. So there are some ways are there. So but for us, we have to download this community edition, and this is available for 3 OS. One is Windows, other one is Mac in the sense iOS, other one is Linux OS. So you can take based on your operating system, any one of them. Obviously, everyone are having Windows, right? So we can download this community edition. Click on download.
Sir,
It will.
phone చేస్తాను 5 minutes లో, ఓకేనా?
So can you please mute?
సరే.
So this once it is downloaded, what will happen? We just open show in folder, and once it is downloaded, we can just double click it. No need to set up, no need to modify this initialization. Right click, refresh it. So it will, it's not yet complete the install. Yeah, it's completed. So now what I'm going to do, double click this community edition exe file. Once it is done, you will get a pop-up to install. Okay, so you will get a this installation window. See, this installation window also you can develop using Python desktop application. This is the example. You can develop, you can change this name also. Okay, so click on next. Nothing, you don't need to select anything. Okay, you just click on next, and click on next. Just use this, click on this option called create desktop shortcut, because it will create a shortcut for us. So then n is enough, and click on next. It will install it for you. Okay, once it is installed, it's already there in my system, so I haven't installed, just shown you the process. You will get like this. So you have to create a project. Once it is installed, open the exe, create a new project. You can give it your own name. Okay, whatever it is. So automation testing classes, something. Okay, you give your own name. So you can observe there is a new environment using virtual environment, and the location and base interrupter, all those things. What are those? Basically, those, see, in Python programming, there is a best feature is there. So if you are developing your application, your automation application, coming to testing perspective, so you are working for two projects. Let's say you are working for two projects. One project is for one application, I mean, like web application, one banking application. Another project is some healthcare application. See, this banking application, people is having a restriction to use Python 3.6 version only. They made it like that. And this healthcare application, people was restricted. You have to use Python 3.11 version only. How can you run these two versions in your laptop? Because your laptop is single. How can you maintain these both of them in one place? With the help of what? Virtual environment. Python is having that feature. You can install n number of Python versions in your system. But to create, we have to create a virtual environment. See, I'm going to, this is my banking application. Let's say that my project name is banking application, something called internet in this is an internet banking application I'm developing. Okay, so for this I'm using what? 3.8. If these people are asking, I want to install 3.10 in my lab, I mean 3.10 in my application, so you can install Python 3.10. You can select from this drop down multiple Python versions, you can install it, and you can map the relevant version to this project. It won't affect it to the other project because of what this virtual environment means. This will environment, see that just think it in regular like generic way, virtual environment for you. This will give a separate environment for your project. If tomorrow I am trying to, I am planning to work on healthcare application. Okay. For healthcare application also, you are going to create a new project. They are asking, I need 3.1 version, lower version. You can install 3.1 in your laptop, and while creating this project, you can select 3.1. So this banking application related Python libraries are installed 3.8 supported libraries. And this healthcare application libraries are supported 3.1 related libraries. Both are different. How can we maintain? Because of this virtual environment. Virtual environment will give you unique environment to you, map it to your project so that you can use it. You won't get any like conflicts. Your system cannot restrict you. That is the beauty of Python, is going to provide you to create a project. So that is called a virtual environment. Okay, so we can don't need to like by default it was selected, and you are installed only one flavor of Python, one version, right, in our system. That will be automatically popped up here. Click on create it. It will create a project. The project should be like this. So here I've created multiple projects. See, this is for framework PyTest. This is for different. This is for Python program. This is for Selenium unit testing, like different projects. So it is created what? Virtual environment. So you can observe the scripts. So these are all the Python exe files they created. These are all the libraries that I am using in my programming. These libraries are done by the Python people. They give it for you to install all the things. OpenPyXL means Excel flavored Python. You can install the, if you install Python, this OpenPyXL will come. All the Excel related. If you are trying to do, if you are trying to read the data from Excel sheet into your Python program, this library is helpful for you. So they will made it available in a virtual environment to use those libraries. Okay, that's what this virtual environment is helpful. So to create a project in our laptops tomorrow, we will start data types concept and remaining programming concepts. Okay. Yeah, I'm done from my end. Any doubts you can ask now. Okay. So yesterday we had an introduction about uh, automation testing, and I explained about Python also, like how the Python is going to be used in the industry, especially in our automation testing, and um, what are the topics that I'm going to cover in